Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Kapoor and I'm the Senior Marketing Coordinator at Young Living Australia. I'm here today to talk about Mineral Sunscreen Lotion. It's a new product that we're launching and we are all very excited about it. And I also have a special guest with us today who's going to explain more about the product and why we all love it so much.
Thank you. So, my name is Leslie Lewis. I'm with Young Living's Global Training and Education team, and I'm thrilled to be here in beautiful Australia to talk to you about the mineral sunscreen. So, one of the things that I was learning recently is about Australia and how it has less ozone than the rest of the world. Have you heard anything
Yes,
about that?
that's correct.
So is it true that you can burn here more quickly than you
Yeah,
can
I mean,
else?
give it about 15 minutes and you've got a full-on tan.
Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Not something I have to worry about. I wake up with a great tan. But that doesn't mean that I don't need to protect my skin from the sun. So I'm really thrilled about this mineral product that I can use with confidence, knowing that there's no toxins going on and it's not like the chemical sunscreens that you see so often in the stores.
Awesome. And what would you say is the one difference between this mineral sunscreen and the sunscreens that you would find in the stores?
The purity. Because it has the seed to seal, you know that it's created with the seed to seal process, that it's got no toxins in it. And so many of the sunscreens, ironically enough, that we're using to protect ourselves from things like skin cancer or other harmful effects, we're using it as protection, but they are also loaded with toxins that we know have a negative effect on our health. So that's the main difference and the main reason why I use this one exclusively.
Awesome. And purity, we know that's what Young Living's all
Young
about.
Living
So
yes.
that's awesome. And what about the texture of this particular sunscreen? Is it quite...
Should we open it up?
Yeah.
Okay. So the texture, as you can see, if you've used other mineral sunscreens before, you know that they are a lot thicker. See, that's not dripping or running. It's a lot thicker than the chemical sunscreens, and that's because it uses zinc oxide. Awesome. And that is a pretty thick thing, you can see. So, but the thickness is a good sign because it also indicates that we're using non-nano particles of zinc oxide. So I'll explain what that means in a little bit, but first, usage directions. Warm it up in your hands and it spreads a lot easier. See how you do have to work it a little bit and then rub it on, but it's, as you can tell, non-greasy.
Yeah, definitely. It blends right in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't leave you like the surfer videos from the 80s with the like white stripes all over. Non-nanoparticles. So let's talk about what that is. It means that the zinc oxide particles are large enough, they're non-nano, so they're large enough that they don't sink into your skin. They create a protective barrier on the outside of your skin.
Okay.
And that's important because you don't want it sinking in and getting into penetrating the cell walls and wreaking havoc in there, because zinc oxide isn't something that you need in your bloodstream. It's something that you need on the outside of your skin doing its job.
Awesome.
Protecting you from the sun.
It's great. And yeah, you can really feel it. It's pretty much blended right in and you can't really feel it's there, but obviously it is, and it's doing its job, which is really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess what else would you say is the main difference between this and other ones that you'd find? And would you say that because it spreads so easily, you'd need sort of a small amount, so it'd go quite far? You wouldn't have to use as much as you would normal sunscreen?
That's a great question. One of the things that I recommend, obviously you're wearing less when you're in the sun than we're wearing right now, but I recommend working in small batches. So like I'll put a little bit on my hands and I'll do like one section of leg and then I'll put some more on, but just because it's easier to work with that way. It's because of the texture, it's difficult to spread it all over, like just work area by area. You want to reapply this every 80 minutes because even though it is SPF 50, which is awesome, the SPF 50, the difference, do you know the difference between an SPF 30 and an SPF 50, for example?
A little. It'd be good if you explain it a little bit more, yeah.
Alright, I'd be happy to. So, it doesn't mean that it's more protective than an SPF 30, it means that it lasts longer, and that barrier is going to stay strong for those full 80 minutes.
Awesome.
So, but you still do want to reapply if you're going to be in the sun for longer than that. Other highlights that I talk about in the product is that it is safe to use on even sensitive skin. It's been dermatologist tested, so you can use it on your face, you can use it on yours. If you have sensitive skin, we still recommend that you do a patch test. And what that means is we recommend the inside of your arm because this is sensitive skin, but it's not too sensitive. And you apply it there, and if you immune reaction, then obviously be very careful with usage. But patch test, it's dermatology tested, that I've never had any issues with it or heard of, even people with sensitive skin.
Awesome.
Loving this product.
Awesome. And it's safe to use around kids as well?
Yes.
Awesome. That's really good. Well, thanks so much for sharing all of that. It's great to know that, of course, we knew we had such an amazing product, but to know even more about it, that's really great. And I guess everyone's really looking forward to having the mineral sunscreen and to the summer days where we can actually protect ourselves using the purest Young Living sunscreen and also the first kind that we have in Australia. So it's a great addition to the range and we're all very, very excited. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.